from instance. Okay. And we're going to get the billboard itself. All right. And um, it's going to be the pet shop. So and for this is where because we're using ROAC template, we're not actually, like, the first thing we get is the name of the element, okay, inside of this. So, for example, and then, okay, but outside of that, if we're getting the, whatchamacallit, ROAC template. So, if we're, all right, I don't know how to explain this. Okay, so we have our pet shop billboard, okay? We're using ROAC template, right? So we're using a physical instance. This is like, if you know Fusion and you're using Hydrate, I think it's called, not Fusion, it's the same thing, it's called ROAC template, okay? So it allows us to use ROAC, to use physical instances in ROAC, okay? So let's say that the pet shop, right, is the parent, okay, which it is. This is a billboard, and the pet shop is the parent, right? So if we want to get properties in the parent of the ROAC template instance, we do ROAC template dot root, and then now we can access our properties. Then everything else is by name. So we have to call the instance by name. So, like, let's say the what is it called, for example, and like, this is one of those things that I could just have, like, all this set up in the instance. I don't need to, like, set it up in code. I could set it up in code, but it's like, that's just, I don't know, that might be a bit more pain in the ass. Not really. It's just, yeah. Um, we would have to call the scrolling frame. So, like, let's say, for example, we don't have a scrolling frame. We have all these freaking situations going on here. So yeah, I'm just gonna, because of this, we're not gonna use a scrolling frame, and we're just gonna have all this set up. However many pets is however many boxes we're gonna see, okay? Which for now is only gonna be 6. But let me think real quick. So yeah, like I was saying, back on track, okay? So let's say we want to call upon we need to change. Actually, we don't even need to do this. It's just really hover, okay? It's just a really hover situation. So this button, um, we're gonna hover over it. So for example, black widow button, and then now we would go ROAC template, and we would do black widow button, and then we can do our properties like this. This is how ROAC template properties work. Where's my ROAC template? I think I have it right here so you guys can actually see. See? So this is another billboard that I'm using. I'm using the ROAC template for this, okay? And like I was saying, if we want to change the properties of the parent, we use ROAC template.roots and then table of properties. Then we just, after that, we're just naming whatever element we want to call on, and then we just do a table of properties. So it's all gonna be titled the same as what the property is. So text wraps, text scale, if we want to do text scale, and so forth and so on. So Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's React template, bro. It's like super simple, and it's really because like like if you're using React to build out UI, like Jesus H, I did that with pretty much the entire backpack. Look at this. And this isn't even it all. This isn't even all of it. So we're gonna go through the backpack. This is the backpack UI code right here, and that is all created. There's no physical instances for the backpack. It's all created in UI, and then we have backpack item component right here, and then we have category button right here, and then I think that's it. Oh, then item and suspense component. So that's for if you're dragging an item across the screen. So yeah, so it does take quite a bit of freaking time to do it this way, and that's what's good about React template is because I think a lot of the time it's faster to just do it in Studio. But it's I guess however you're feeling, however you want to do it, I guess. But now I can do like adorning property, you know what I mean? Like, but really, I could just do enabled. Yeah, just gonna do enabled. And we're gonna do for this, we're gonna have a variable self dot shop active. Okay, and then this is gonna be a bunch of just events. We're just gonna do events. So activated. Yeah, we're just gonna do events here. Okay. Um, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Okay. So we want mouse enter, and we want mouse leave. Okay, and that's when we're gonna do all that fun stuff there. Okay. And so basically, yeah. So we're just gonna have buttons. So basically, everything's gonna be set up already on this billboard, and we're just gonna call upon all the buttons. So we're gonna have a bunch. We're gonna have basically as many pets as there are. We're gonna have this written over and over and over again, and there's really nothing wrong with it. You know, like there's really nothing wrong with that. It's simple. It'll be easy to understand. Now we can do our stepped event right here. Uh, what was I gonna do for this? I forgot. Yeah, I remember now. So we're gonna do local pet shop parts. Local pet shop parts. Equals workspace. Time first child. Pet shop parts. If not pet shop parts, then return. Again, one-liners in Roblox aren't easier to read. I really want people to adapt or adopt, like not using one-liners. I know Roblox does it themselves, um, but you know, maybe they have their reasons. But when you're working on large code bases and you're going back and forth between, a lot of code, this right here is easier to read than it being a one line. And I explained that in one of my last videos, but I just like to say that. I just like people to know that. It's something that they don't think about. But yeah. Alright. Okay, I'm just making sure you guys can like see my stuff. Okay. Is that too small for the camera? Let's see. Beef Ron. Oh, stream Ron. Oh yeah. Basic typo, I guess. What does your main server script look like? Like, what do you mean? What do you mean? Oh, but by my main server script. I I will show you in a second after I'm done with this what I'm doing right now. All right. Did I even put stream in my title? I don't even honestly remember what I titled this late stream. Okay. I really just titled this something random. Let me tag people because some people like wanted to know. All right. What was I doing again? I forgot. Okay. Do you use any packages in your project? If so, what are they? Yeah, sure. I'll show you real quick what they are. Uh, Wally.log, Wally.toml. Here are all the packages that I'm using for this project. Uh, not using comp. So this is my basic. There's more I use. It just depends on project, but this is the like what I do is I usually have like a go-to packages that I just copy and paste. Like I just copy and paste these. So on project to project, there are a few more I think I use. Yeah, there are a few more I use. These aren't all of them, but these are all of the ones that I'll need for this project. I don't use com though. It's just part of that copy and paste list. So I'm not using com in this project. I'm using Roact. I have not moved over to React Lua, and so many devs will fry me for that. I just don't care personally. It's not like me using Roact is going to be it's like it's gonna break my game because it's not, and it probably never will ever. And I think React Lua still uses Roact under the hood. At least I was told that they do. So I'm really, anyways, doesn't really matter. But yeah, Signal is for bindable events. Com is for client server communication, remote events, remote functions. I don't use com because I'm using Knit right now. So for this project, so com is in Knit though. I think. Pretty sure it is. Like yeah, I'm like almost 100% sure it is. Yeah. What in the fudge nuggets? All right. Top bar plus is for the UI at the top of the screen. So the top bar UI. So now I have this backpack menu here. Um, so there's that. Profile service is for saving data. Dude, dude, I know a lot of people like trip out about data and saving data. I don't trip out over it at all. All I do is use profile service and I've had no issues. So yeah, like there's a lot of stuff that's inside of profile service, and this is what companies use. And yeah, like I just use profile service, dude, call it a freaking day. So, and then promise, I I don't have I don't use promises in this project, right? And I'm probably not going to. But yeah, I will be moving forward after this project. I will be using promises a lot more. And then Zone Plus, I don't. Zone Plus is not in this project, and honestly, I don't even use Zone Plus anymore. I I've never used Zone Plus anymore. I had some issues with Zone Plus on a project before, and it was very weird, and it's not something I think that could have been fixed. I mean, maybe if I were to go inside Zone Plus and start messing around with that, but what it was if I had two characters in the same zone, it would like mess up. It was a very weird situation. It was a very weird situation. And then it had to do with like other parts being inside the zone, and I don't know. It just it would break. So I don't know. I did never figured it out. I just didn't care. And then Roact hooks, Roact spring, Roact template. Roact template is like hydrate and fusion. That's where you can use Roblox instances. Roact hooks is for like React Lua basically for using Roact like React, because React is a UI framework for JavaScript, um, and it's based around hooks. So the original Roact was not based around hooks. It was based around stateful components. I think I'm right about that. Roact Spring is for animations. That is my dependency list for now for this project. Hey, what's up, Egg? What's up, bro? Yeah, Signal is fire. Signal is fire as hell. I don't know if you've used Com or like what you use for. What do you use, Egg, for remote events and remote functions, bro? What's up, Alex? I see that you use it. I think it would be worth checking out Prove and Wrong. It's a framework. Proved and Wrong. Is that right? Am I saying that right? Proved and Wrong. I'm gonna copy paste that real quick because I don't know what that is, dude. Holy moly. Alright, let me just put this in my like let me put this in a random channel in my other server. Just so like my notes, my personal note server. Proved and wrong. Just so I have that. So I'm not gonna like look it up right now. The framework that's being rewritten currently, but it looks extremely promising. Sounds good, sounds good. French programmer testing out good signal and profile service for a new project. Looks like a good upgrade so far. Oh, profile store, not service. Good signal and profile store. Is that for data? And what is good signal? Is profile store? I'm assuming that's for data. Is it not? Or is it? Lapis for data. Use Lapis. Lyra for player data. Lyra and bro. People use so much different. I didn't even know there was that much stuff, dude. Profile store is newer profile service by the same guy. What's the like why is it a thing? Like why profile store? Like why do you want to make a new one and not just update the old one? Do you work for any big Roblox games? So I've worked for 3 companies. Game Fam, Dub It, those are 2 of them. I'm not really gonna talk about the third. They don't deserve me to ever mention their name. Dude, like something's in my eye right now. Here, I'm gonna, bro. Something's like dead ass almost in my eyes. It's like a piece of dust or some shit. Like, goddamn. Dude, okay, yeah, let me screenshot this real quick, because you guys just, like, laid down hella fucking data shit. Like, I don't know any of these. Um, yeah, I don't know any of these. I'm just gonna put it. I didn't know there was so many, like, different frameworks for data. I mean, I could see there being that, but I heard Sufi's is really good. If you guys know who Sufi is, the YouTuber, he's definitely like probably favorite Roblox tutorial channel. Although I've only watched like 2 of his videos, but he's still really good. Um, Profile Store fixes a lot of issues. See, I've never really had issues. So with Profile Service, although I use it at a very basic level, like I literally just save data. That's it. So I don't know. And I've never also had a very large scale game before. So there is that too. But for like, thousands of visits, I've never had any issue. So like 30K visits, I've never had any issue. So like, yeah, 45K visits total, 50, actually 50, I don't know. I might look into more complete data store framework because I hate managing data. Do what they're doing, Egg. Do what they're doing, Profile Store. I mean, if Profile Store is the newer one, I would use it. I'm already on Profile Service, so I just don't care. Like, I'm just lazy as hell, so. But I would look into that, bro. I would do what they're saying, Profile Store. That is, because Profile Service is legit. I know Profile Service is legit. Game Fam was using it. I'm pretty sure Dubbit was using it. Companies are using it. You know what I mean? So that's like the most legit one, I think. The most known and legit and like stable, like for production maybe. And then there's Soupy's. So I heard Soupy's subscribers say Soupy's is really good, and Soupy is a very talented programmer. But yeah, I would go for the Profile Store for sure. Mic is a bit low. Let me see. Is this better? Is this better? Hold on. Is that better? Lapis works well with Reflex, but I'm not using that for runtime data anymore, so it doesn't really apply. The Profile Store could be cool. What's Reflex? I've never used that. If you're in the Roblox OSS Discord, I would recommend you join, as a lot of people post their own projects. Yeah, I'm in there. I'm in the OSS. I don't really ever go in there unless I have a issue with a framework, which is like not often. Someone is gonna have to make a TS version of Profile Store. You and your freaking TypeScript, man. No, I'm just kidding, bro. Uh, is that like, can you not? Do you need it to be a TS version though? I don't know. I don't use TypeScript, so I don't know if how that would work. Reflex is a state management. Let's do some research, guys. Y'all get to see how bad I am at programming, deadass. Let's do some research together. Okay. Uh, Reflex. Is it? Can you guys hear this nice proximity of it? All right, Reflex. Reflex. Hold on. Reflex state management Roblox. That's what I'm googling right now, guys. All right, let's go. Let's go over it. Let's go over it. It's JavaScript. Or it's TypeScript. Shit. It's TypeScript. Fuck, they have TypeScript docs. Oh, okay. I was like, am I going over the right thing? Okay, I am. Oh my god. I don't even use types, so looking at this is kind of aids too. Is this for IntelliSense? This right here, what I'm looking at, guys. Is this for IntelliSense? I really don't use types that much, like at all. Like I'll use them in functions sometimes, rarely. But that's like, yeah. Let me get the chat. Let me get the chats. Dark mode, please. Is there a dark mode, my guy? Am I a bot? Okay, I'm a bot. I'm actually a bot. There you go. Yeah, it's very good. Yes, bud. Yes, bud. What? I used Charm too. I've never used Charm. So you guys use a lot of stuff. I just stick to like I have like a little circle of shit that I stick to. I don't even expand my roster to be honest. Charm is goated. I love types. Types are great. I am a type, Andy. Yes for IntelliSense. Got you, bro. Thank you. Yeah, that's all you need. Yes for IntelliSense. So after this project, I'm going to adopt IntelliSense. And so, yeah, I'm going to be doing IntelliSense. So I'm going to go over all that, see how to do that real quick. Because I noticed, I said this in the other stream, I noticed that I use IntelliSense all the freaking time. Can you guys see my shit? I use IntelliSense all the freaking time in VS Code. So, and if I didn't have it, like whenever this malfunctions and I have to like restart it, yeah, it's like like I want the, it's like a big deal to me. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep that in there, bro. Keep that IntelliSense in there. But all right, let's go over this real quick. So it's for state management. Producer. I haven't heard that in a while. I'm not gonna lie. That's for I was just about to yep, I was just about to say it. I was just about to say it, which is Redux, right? Roblox is Redux. Am I right about that? I think it's called Redux. Server states? Is it for managing server states? I'm guessing so, because we're not using wait for child. Let me read, bro. I never read. You know what I'm saying? Okay. A producer is a state. Let me get the chat on here so I can actually like keep up with you guys that are communicating to me. And I don't make you guys feel like you're being neglected or you're about to get a whooping or something. I don't know. Whenever I was about to get a whooping, they would just be very quiet and they wouldn't say anything until the beating started. Like they wouldn't answer my questions or anything I had to say, and they would just start, slapping the shit out of me. All right, let's go. What am I doing, bro? Guys, I haven't slept yet. I only got 3 hours of sleep last night. All right, just bear with me. All right, I'm cooked. I'm cooked. All right, what's up, Malachi? Yo, Malachi, what's up, bro? What's up, bro? What's up, Malachi? Reflex has a lot of boilerplate boilerplate compared to Charm, but they are cool. So is Charm is the same like you would use Charm for the same shit, right? For state management, right? Charm is newer. It's currently going through a 2025 rewrite, but it's going along with very nice. You guys stay up to date on shit, bro. I feel like I have imposter syndrome with my own chat, bro. Because I just don't like pay attention to this shit. It's just I just develop games, like I just work on gameplay and game logic and all that shit. Like I'm not up to date. Like I said, I have my small circle of frameworks and utilities I use. Created by the same person. I just see that's something I don't understand. I guess I don't like. I just don't know because I've never been in that position before. But like, why are they making new ones? Why are they just not updating the old? The only thing I can think of is like the way they uh made the first one. It just the way things like because technology is always changing. things are always being added and updated and stuff. So I'm thinking like, okay, well, it just makes sense to just, move to a completely new version or whatever, maybe. They're just different ways to manage data. Got you. They are carrying Roblox TS. Tough. Yo, what's up, Memer? What's up, dude? What's up, bro? Tough. Yo, dude. Dude, chat was on my ass earlier for texting while driving. Something I would never, ever do. That's terrible. Never text and fucking drive. Trash. Absolute garbage. Real. Never voice memo and drive. There's your. All right. All right. Let's go over this, dude. Where should I start, guys? I should start reading, to be honest. I don't read anything. I just look at the code. The state is the data that your producer holds as source of truth for your game or app and can be modified. An example. Okay, so all right. Without going over it, without me reading all of this stuff and going over it, is this going, why do we need reflex state manager? I don't need it. I'm just going over it because they were talking about how it's they like using it. So I was like, fuck it. Let's just like go over something because I never go over like new shit. I really seldom go over new shit, bro, like ever. State managers are really nice. So okay. So correct me if I'm wrong, dude. Is this like I would use this because I'm familiar with Redux and how Redux kind of like works with React because I mean I had a whole setup like forever ago, so I barely remember all that shit. But are you keeping track of this on the server, and then are we like getting this information for the client on the client? Like, how are we doing that? That's my question. Like, yeah. And then also, is it observe? Like, are we using like kind of like observe events or whatever on the client type shit, where we're paying attention to the state changing and stuff like that? Charm better, to be honest, but reflex the it gets replicated. All right, well let's go over the charm then. What are we doing on fucking reflex, dude? What are we doing on that? Charm state management robots. Charm is also way easier. Easier to understand, or like, what do you mean? TS docs. Oh my gosh. How many TS guys do we have in here? Yeah, I like Charm better too. I'm a Memer, you don't use TS though, do you? Don't tell me you use TS, bro. Why is everybody moving to TS, man? No, Lua better. Ah! Yo. Oh, it might be TS brain. Stay locked in. Gotta stay locked in, bro. Gotta stay locked in. Got to. All right, we're on Charm right now. I think we are. NPM package. Okay. All right, guys. I'm just gonna read. I only use TS because I'm used to it with web dev. I hear that. I feel that. Like if I was in that boat too, then I may go there too because I've used web dev before. I like TypeScript for that. This was also, mind you, before I got my first job coding. So this was years ago, but you know, um yeah, like I feel you there, dude. I feel you there. I feel you there. But I'm not in that boat. So I'm just like, I like Lua, bro. In intro Dude, this is how shit my vocab is, bro. Indoctrinated into TypeScript early on my cult member of the Roblox TS community. I don't even know what indoctrinated means. I'm not even gonna lie. All right. Let's just read, bro. Let's just read it. All right. Features. Managed state with atoms. I want to say this sounds familiar. Like I've seen it before. I've seen the word before. Decomposed state into independent containers called atoms, as opposed to combining them into a single store. Decomposed state into independent containers called atoms, as opposed to combining them into a single store. Okay. Example. All right. So there's like more stuff that I just clicked on. I just clicked on a bunch of nonsense, dude. I'm a bot. All right. Minimal yet powerful, less boilerplate with simple functions to read and write to the state. All right. Atoms, state options. Atoms are building blocks of charm. They are functions that hold a single value, and calling them can read or write to that value. Atoms, or a function that reads from atoms, can also be subscribed to. What does it mean by subscribe to? Is that when... Okay, subscribe. So that's a, like, observe, right? Is that observe? But it says cleanup. Call subscribe to listen for changes. Yeah. I should really read. I'm just not just ask questions. In an atom or selector function, when the function's results changes, subscriptions are immediately called with new state and the previous states. I like that. I like that a lot. I like that a lot. And this is what I was just talking about in the server with somebody. It's how I wish attributes and get attribute chain signal had old state and new state, or the old attribute and the new attribute, just in the event, just so we didn't have to keep track of it ourselves. I think that'd make them just way better. I don't know why Roblox didn't add that. So yeah, I don't know why they didn't add that. You may also pass a selected function that calls other atoms the function. But why is this called clean? Why are they calling it cleanup though? Like, am I actually retarded for that? I don't know why they're calling it cleanup. Because to me, that's like, I don't know. You may also pass a selector function that calls other atoms. The function will be monetized when it runs when it atom. So call effect to track state. So like, okay, we're setting this up on the server though, correct? Like we have this on the server. What if we want to access it from the client? And they do have observe. They do have observe. Call observe to create an instance of factory for each key present in a dictionary or array. The factory can return cleanup function to run the key when the key is removed or the observer is cleaned up. Because observe tracks the lifetime of each key in your data. Your keys must be unique and unchanging. If your data is not keyed, okay. You can set it up anywhere. Okay, but like what I'm wondering though is cleanup is like disconnect. Got you. So it just like cleans itself. Is that what it's saying? Is it like cleaning itself when, I'm assuming that's what's going on. I assume it creates some sort of key into a list to keep track of subscriptions. You call cleanup when you're done with it, so it doesn't keep calling redundantly. Got you. All right. No, what I'm wondering though is like, can I set up a state on the server and then have like, and then get it from the client as well? That's what I'm wondering. Like, how is the client gonna get access to that? Or is it just server only? Yeah, with charm sync. Okay. Charm itself can be ran on the client and server. I made atoms and shared to be used on each. Okay. Charm sync lets you send from server to client. Got you. Are you sending it though? Like, let me look at Charm sync. Is there like actual like? Where's Charm sync at? Let's scroll down. Peak. Call peak to call a function without tracking it as the dependency of an effect or a selector function. Use atom at the top level of React component to read. I like this. I like this. Charm sync. There we go. Charm sync. Call server to create a server synced object. This synchronizes every client's atoms with the server's state by sending partial. All right. Charm sync.server. Send state updates. Charm sync.server. So this is what you would do, right? You would have this part set up on the server, and then you would just use this part on the client. Or you would just fire. What? So like you still have to like fire to the client and then like have a something connect on the client or what? I don't know if I ever used Peak. This is pretty cool. The author is so goated. Yeah. Yeah, I mean it looks good. I've never used it, so but it looks fine. Like I don't like I wouldn't I don't think I would mind using it. But what I want to know is like if I have to send the information, if I actually have to send the information on the server to the client, or if by just having the state on the server, I can just already have access to it. Like I can call something on the client to have access to it. You can send info from server to client. Applies state update from the server to the client's atoms. So do we just like write this out, bro? And it's like it's a done deal? Is that what's going on? I think that's what's going on here, dude. Like we just have this out and it just handles it all for us. Am I right or am I wrong? Like it's pretty much that simple, right? Charm doesn't handle network communication. Charm, yeah. We are in Charm Sync right now. Yeah, we're using, yeah. So we're not on Charm, we're on Charm Sync. Yep. Um, yeah, so it says at the bottom of the server section of Charm Sync, weird. Returns an object with the following methods. Syncer connect, callback, syncer hydrate. Sends the player a full state update for all synced items. What if it misfires? Egg. What if it misfires, Egg? What if it misfires, bro? Let me go look at my old project. Maybe I used it with framework. All right. Yeah, I might actually use this. I don't know. It looks clean. It looks clean though. So I might actually check this out. Used framework networking. Yo, what up, Angel? Just yeah, you framework networking, just a remote wrapper essentially. Do not use values that can be sent over remotes in your shared atoms. This includes functions, threads, and non-string keys in dictionaries. Got you. By default, Charm omits the individual changes made to atoms between sync events. counter atom set to 1, and then 2 will only send the final state of 2. If you need to preserve history of changes, set preserve history to true. Charm does not handle network communication. Use remote events or network library to send sync payloads. And remember to set auto serialize accordingly. It does automatic type cards and serialization. Okay. Yeah, so it'll tell you when to fire, but it won't handle the communication. Huh. What do you mean? Charm does not handle network communication. Use remote events or network library to send sync payloads. So, okay. So listen, this is kind of what I'm talking about. So like how I'm using attributes, I set attribute on the server, and then all I have to do from the client is get attribute chain signal. That's it. That's that's really it. It's the same thing as child.added. Like I just like that. Like it's a similar. Has a similar ease to it, right? Like you just connect to child.added and like blah blah blah. Anyways, but yeah. So I'm saying like, is it that simple, or is there extra steps involved? Is my question. That's sort of my question for that, because I want something simple where like I just have to set a state. I can set a state on the server, and by setting a state on the server, I just have to call something on the client. Then I don't need to worry about, you know, firing or like sending the information down. State management will also handle more complex data types and attributes. Okay. Okay. Yeah, because attributes aren't going to handle everything. Okay, that makes sense. Um, so I guess, but again, is there something that can handle those like the way attributes work? You know what I mean? Like, is there a state management, or do you have to at some point always, you know, send it down yourself and always set up your own stuff like that? You know what I'm saying? That's kind of where I'm at with that. That's kind of my question. But yeah. Oh wait a second. Wait a second. Gotta get the fucking, gotta get the Zelda tunes going, dude. Zelda no copyright. With how I use Charm, the server would have a state, it would update, and it would replicate properly to the client based on the observer. And that was my question, right? So then you don't, and there that because of that, you don't have to worry about sending it down yourself, right? It's just you connect to your observer, right? Yeah. So are attributes better than these states? Well, like Malachi said, um, like Malachi said, where did he say it? He said state management will also handle more complex state types and attributes. So it's not really about um like it's not really about what you call it. Uh is it better? It's just when do you need it? You know what I mean? But anytime I can use attributes as of right now, I am using attributes because it is so freaking. If you've seen any, if you've seen my videos, if you've seen me on the stream talking about it, you know I love attributes, bro. It's light work. Yeah, you don't need to call the fire events manually. Hell yeah. Would I need to make a state manager for a simple combat system, or should I stick to attributes? A state manager for a simple combat system. What are you explain? Can you ragdoll, stun, etc? You can use attributes, to be honest. You can, because that's just simple information. You can use attributes for that. Yeah, you can use attributes for that. I would, but I mean, you know, sometimes I'm goofy and I do stuff that causes my shit to break. Causes my shit to break. So don't, at the same time, be cautious listening to me. I am the worst programmer ever. All right. Hold on. Yeah, hell yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. I've never really bothered with state management. Most of the time using attributes and remotes and doing it by hand, but I'm considering trying this out. Trying out what we just went over, charm. See, I'm looking for like a little handful of utilities and frameworks that I can use when I move from knit. So I am gonna like look into stuff like this, like simple stuff like this to use that makes sense. It's clean, it's simple, it creates a very smooth, efficient workflow. That's kind of what I'm into. And I'm just gonna be doing my own thing, you know what I mean, with all that. Yeah, trying out charm. Yeah, try out charm. Yeah, try it. A lot of it comes down to balancing your workload, though. You could spend a lot of time perfecting state, or you could make the game, but it requires. I agree. I agree. Like, I agree, dude. It's like to me, the more simple, the better. Like, I want to keep things simple. I don't want to overcomplicate silly stuff. You know? You know? Yeah, don't over-engineer stuff. I'm saying, bro. I'm saying. I used to do that, like, in the stupidest of ways. Like, I don't know if we've all been there. Like, when you get to, like, I feel like when you're past beginner, you've mastered, like, some basics. If not, maybe all the basics, right? Like, you understand them and stuff, and you can use them at your own, like, free will, I guess. But, like, yeah. I know when I first got into, like, object-oriented programming, I was over-engineering everything. I was just causing myself a ton of pain, bro. Like, unnecessary pain. Attributes mod all? What's mod mean? I tried doing my own knit and wasted 2 months with this, Oh, that's real. I feel that. Like, I actually feel that. 2021, 2022 was my year of the stupid. I started programming in 2021. I lied on interviews for my first job when I started programming. I said it was a few more years. But yeah, I started programming 2021. Yeah, I got my first job like in the first year of me programming. Okay, I'm gonna lurk. I am gonna finish my paper. All right, bro. I'll see you, bro. I don't know what lurk means, but I'll see you, bro. What got you into Roblox dev, though? The money. The money. COVID hit, and I saw a video like 2 weeks into all of the restaurants being shut down. I saw the video. It was the first Roblox dev video I ever saw, and it was literally the interview of the Jailbreak developer talking about how much money he made. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, yo. And then from there, I started looking into programming, and I started seeing a trend, and I hit the trend early. low key, a little bit early, and like I wasn't late to it at all, where people started learning programming and you could started and it was like started becoming a thing where you didn't need to go to college to learn programming and you could get a job. So that was kind of how I got into it. But I started off with that jailbreak video, and then from there I started noticing like, okay, there's actually a lot of money to be made. And then I did more research and I noticed that coding at the time, I don't think it is anymore, but at the time it was like the #1 job to that you could get paid the highest, quickest, and with no experience and no college degree. No more talking. All right, bro. I'm just gonna sit here quietly. All right, no problem, bro. You gonna listen but not talk. I feel you. All right, all right. Learn to code. What got you in that? Yeah, yeah. All right, I'm caught up. I'm caught up. How'd you get your ball movement so good in sumo ball, by the way? I was trying shit out earlier and couldn't get it perfect. Holy shit, Malachi. That shit took me like 2.5 weeks, 10-hour days minimum. Holy fuck, dude. Yeah. It's C-frame. I'm C-framing on the client. The thing about sumo ball, none of it is on the server. None of it. None of it's on the server. Not hit registration, not the ball moving. And it's fairly in sync, bro. It has one bug that I'm sure if I go back to it now, I would be able to find it. At the time, I was very, very burnt out when trying to fix it. And I just kind of like put it aside because it wasn't like happening all the time. But I was like, all right, whatever. But yeah, it's all C-framing on the client. And the, you know what? We can pull it up right now. I rushed it. I rushed the code, so the code is not good. The code is like half good, half not. It's kind of goofy. But oh, I gotta sign in to get. How do I? Let me see if I saved my pass. I did. I saved my pass. I'm lit. I'm out here. I'm out here. I kept running into issues where if velocity, so I'm not using any physics constraints at all. I tried it for like 2 weeks. This was before I got it work. I spent like maybe a month or month and a half on it all together on the movement itself. But I tried for like 2 weeks. I tried physics. It wasn't working. And then it took me like when I started getting it good with the C framing, and then it took me like 2 weeks to get it like working. I think this was so long ago. I'm just kind of guessing here. But I did spend a long time on just the ball movement itself. So, but it was it was C framing, dude. C framing, bro. What orbiting? What do you mean orbiting? What's the link to sumo ball? Should we play sumo ball again? Let me get you the link to sumo ball, bud. All right. I'm trying to find it. Okay. Bro is locked in. I am a little bit locked in right now. It would go so fast, but not change direction quick enough, so it would just like circle around the target, but not hit. Are you doing it on the server? When I go back, I am going to go back to the project. I've committed. I'm going to go back to the project once I have a successful game. By successful, I mean like making 1 to 2K a month. That's my goal. That's my real goal. That's my first goal, because I can work off that. But anyways. For my first pass, I would doing it 100% client side. Yeah. When I go back to it, I might actually see if I can get it to work smooth on the server, because I think I can. I think I can get it to work really, really good on the server and still have the same smoothness, and the hit registration would be even better. And it would be 100% in sync. It's like very much almost in sync, bro. Like it really is. For it being on the client, it's very much like in sync. Like I've not really had much desync issues with that. There's just the one bug where the hit reg kind of fails sometimes. Like it'll fail and the ball will just stall on the target. Like it'll just sit there. That's the sumo ball game, okay? Now, do you want to take a gander at the code with me? We can do that. I don't mind. I got you. I got you. All right. Okay. So, I have this script here. This is all of the ball movement is in this script. It's very kind of shady, I'm not gonna lie. Let's see how many lines it is. It's not that long. Yeah, only 600 lines. It's not that long. This is the ball movement. And I'm using offset for curves. And then look at my raycast. This is my hit detection. What do you want to take a look at first? What do you want to go through first? The movement itself or the hit detection? Movement. All All right. Movements, movements. Bro, I'm glad. I'm actually like flattered. I'm glad that you think the ball movement is so good too, because I worked so hard on that. Holy fuck. All right. Let's go. Fuck. I haven't looked at this shit in so long. It's literally been over a year. It's been like 2 years, I think. Like, when did I release it? Hold on. 2023. The end of 2023, bro. So, almost 2 years. Like, a year and a half. Yeah. Okay. I'm handling it in, I know it's stepped events. Okay, so we're C-framing, yeah. And then the position. This is how I'm getting the position right here. So, we have the, jeez, this is like not even good code. Like I said, I kind of rushed it, and like it just clean code was not a priority when I wrote it. When I wrote all this, so it's kind of like weird. Yeah. So current target position. Then we get the direction, and then if we're having a curve, so sometimes you're not a curve. Curve only happens when you're a certain distance away, I believe. So this is how the curve happens, and it's literally just an offset. See, offset mall. And then there is the ray. Am I using raycast? Using it? Yeah, I am. I can't remember why though. And I don't even know what the fuck letter is, dude. Yeah, like I don't know. I mean, I wish I would have wrote notes for this stuff because my variables are so trash. Movement.center. So I think this is let's look at this. Let's look at this. Are you good with the movement? Did you see what you kind of wanted to see? Yeah, it's really this simple. It's just that and a stepped event. You see, like, direction times speed times step. Yeah. And then let's go to the raycast. I believe this is for, is it? Interlope. What do you mean by interlope? My terminology and vocabulary is like super garbage. Is that what that is? Check raycast result. Letter. Oh, this is for this. I'm not using this yet. I don't think I'm using this. I think this is on pause. I believe this is for detecting the base itself. Do you know how to disable humanoid flinging? What do you mean by that? This, I believe, is for like the actual base itself, because at one point I had the ball, but I took it out, you know, because so you didn't see that. If you played it with us, Malachi, the other day, you didn't see that. I have it to where, like, what this is, or some of this stuff is like the ball detects the base and just goes on top of it, goes around it, and then goes back, you know, but still follows the target. But it was really janky, and it wasn't polished. So I took it out. It's not in right now, and I think that's what this is for. I'm pretty sure that's what this is for. Yeah. And then this is register for hit. Let's look where this is. You don't want that anyways. I was thinking it would be cool to have like the ball going on top of the platform. But I don't know. But somebody had a fucking dope idea. I don't know who it was. I can't remember the name. Highlight. I just add a highlight for when it's inside the base. That's smart as fuck. Solves that problem. Sometimes my humanoid will fling and fall down when I drop from a high height. I think that's I think that's just how that works. If you wanted to fix that, though, if you wanted superhero landing, as your character's falling in freefall or whatever, do raycast. When it detects the ground, the floor, stop the player. Play superhero landing animation. How are you going to stop the player? Velocity 0, I believe, or just have the velocity to the point of where it's like I forgot the exact equation on the Y, but I know like workspace gravity's involved. There's a way you can do it to where it's like, you know, hovering on the, basically you want it to hover. And you're also going to put the humanoid platform standings value to true. And then you're also going to change the state to physics, I believe. The humanoid state to physics, I believe. For this to work very smooth. And yeah. But then so you're doing that, and you're changing, and you're adding velocity on the player, so that they're basically gonna be, when the raycast detects a hit, it's gonna put them in that hovering state, but it's not gonna look like it's hovering because you're playing a superhero landing animation. Does all that make sense? Did I explain that like super poorly? Yeah, I did explain it super poorly. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I did. No, I know I did. No. I explained it the worst I could have ever explained anything else in my. I've never explained something so bad in my life, and I'm not even kidding. I'm not even being sarcastic. Like I'm really not. Hold on. Am I sharing my screen? Okay, I am. All right. Got you. Explain fine. It's just that I won't remember. Oh, you want to know too? Okay. All right. Just play it back. Can't you play the stream back? Yeah, just play the stream back if you want. Yeah. I forgot we have that. We have that. Got you. Did you want to see anything else on this, Malachi? Just always use an always on top highlight. Always on top highlight. Oh, you think I should always have a highlight on the ball? Interesting. I know some games did that. I know some games did that. Yeah, I know some games did that. That would make sense, actually. I never thought of that. Game ideas? Bro, I have so many game ideas. You don't even want to know. First of all, what... Oh, damn. Okay. Well, hopefully this makes sense now. Yeah, hopefully this makes sense for you. The movement I have. But the hit, yeah, and then the hit reg is all in the client. Here's the, I don't even know. I'm too cooked to actually go through this code. This code is really dog shit. Like, I just rushed it. This is my main script. This is how I used to code. In a single script. I would have all my modules working together. Which is not bad. It's not bad. It's really not. You know? You know? Hold on, bro. On hit register. Boom! So, basically, and I would change this to take away the table dot insert. I would take away table dot insert for this. And I would use dictionary for this. That's how I would change it. But yeah, so basically every player is sending a signal, or sending a, yeah, whatever you want to call it, to the server, and the server is basically keeping track of that. And then if it's enough, so where is it? Is current target hit registered. So if basically if the registrations amount to at least 50% of the players, then that hit is going to be true. And I'm already seeing where there could be that error right now. I'm already seeing it. Where they have that bug, not error, but that silent fail bug. I'm already like looking at it right here. It's like blaring me in the face, I'm pretty sure. But yeah. Where the ball stops registering, basically. Do code reviews, ask for game submissions, code reviews. Oh. Yeah, the ball is being handled on the client. Everything's being handled on the client, bro. For this ball, for the sumo ball game, yeah. Yeah. Dude, this music just keeps getting better and better, dude. It's just so good. It's so freaking good, dude. I just need to be pretty generous until exploiting becomes an issue. It's like, how are you going to exploit that, though? In order for it to be exploitable, you would have to have half the server exploit. You know what I'm saying? When is that ever going to happen? That's like, I've never even heard of that. You know what I mean? Like, that's crazy. But yeah. That is cooked. It's not cooked. It's really not. Play the game. We were just playing it the other day. We were just playing it. It looks really good. It's not cooked. Now, I was also just saying, I don't know if you were here for that, Myth. I was just saying that, that it's, fuck, what am I talking about? That when I go back to the project, I might actually try a server only movement situation and see if I can get that to be really good with performance doing good as well. I think I can. So, but as is, that aside, it's still, there's nothing wrong with it being on the client. There's really not. It looks great. Like, I've not had any issues so far. So, yeah. Wow, this was so simple to do. I just like did this, and now I just am kind of like, damn, what do I do now? What do I do now? I'm gonna have functions here. Thoughts on Fusion UI library? They were saying not to use it for production level stuff, but I beg to differ. I don't know. I think that you're a programmer providing a service, and if you trust Fusion and you like Fusion and you understand you understand Fusion intimately, and you know the drawbacks of Fusion, you know the positives of Fusion, you know how Fusion is to work on small projects and how it is to work on large projects, and you choose to use it, like you've weighed the pros and cons, then it's really up to you as a programmer to use whatever you want to use. Now, that being said, if you're in a team collaboration environment, then it should be a mutual like decision between all your coworkers and your team members. You guys should all agree together. But I think just generally saying, like, I've come to kind of have this opinion recently. I think generally saying, like, what's whip mean? But I think generally saying, like, don't use it on production is like kind of silly, because work in progress. Got you. And yeah, and that's the thing, right? And that's the thing. Like, if it is unstable, then it is good practice, generally speaking, if something is not stable, right? And it's still a work in progress, then it is good to use it in your personal stuff, but if you like doing so, but don't use it at production stuff, okay? Like you were saying, production level, okay? Yeah, it is good practice to stay away from stuff like that at production level. Now, the fusion I'm talking about, last I saw, it was stable for the most part, but it was only maintained by one developer. At the same time, like I was saying, if you know the ins and outs, just writing my conclusion. What's that mean, bro? W mod. Yeah, bro. Modded your ass. What the? I just lost complete train of thought. Thanks a lot, bro. Mod privileges revoked. Bro, I need to get off the stream right now. I'm getting too cringe, dog. Holy shit. Last section for my paper. Right on, bro. Yeah, like, so, like, yeah, stuff that's not stable, stuff that's still work in progress, definitely don't use it at production level, right? Because this isn't just your this isn't just your project being put out. Like, if your project comes across failure or issues and delays, it's your project. That's your shit. But if it's causing your team to be delayed, if it's causing blockers amongst your team members, or delays amongst somebody else's project or product being put out, then that's a problem. So that's why there's that general saying of, like, don't use stuff like that for production stuff, because anything can happen. So many different things can go wrong, and you don't want band is crazy, and you don't want anything to go wrong. You feel me? But as what I just said, right? Depending on the team and other factors, whoops, that's funny as though. Depending on, like, factors, you know what I mean? Like, I think it should be amongst the person, the programmer, and then the programmer, and then the team. It's the team, okay? That general statement is a good statement. It's, it's true, more true than not, but, like, I'm just starting to think, like, if it makes sense to you, it's good, it's stable, it's positive, even if it's not labeled as production level, still use it. You know what I mean? Like, how many utils out here are labeled, like, not labeled as production level? People use them all the time. How many frameworks are out here that, people use all the time? It's like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, as long as you're not really, like, going hardcore against the general, is this not stable, is this trash, or is not trash but a work in progress, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck? Something just like hit me, bro. Was it a fucking gigantic ass bug, bro? No, it was my shirt. I'm retarded. Bro, might hop off stream, bro. I might hop off, bro. I'm getting cooked, man. I wanted to get some more work done, but I'm just like, cooked as hell. Right. Yeah, bro. Right. Right. I totally agree with you on that. It does. Yeah, it's like that's like goes into what I was saying. Like, I don't know how I'm just like really shit at explaining myself right now, but it's like you know, weigh the pros and cons. Weigh the pros and cons. You know what I mean? But yeah, I totally agree with you on that one. Oh my god, I'm cooked, bro. I'm just so utterly fried. How much would you sell sumo ball for? You're such a goofball, bro. Nothing. I would never sell it. I would never sell it. Ever. Were you there, Fastox? There was like some people asking me that in the server one time that we were in. Just freaking goofballs offered me like 150 bucks. Gotta be out your mind. I would never sell it though, probably. Like, you'd have to offer me a lot, bro. I would just not even sell it. Like, I just don't, because I don't really care, you know? Like, I'd rather work on it 5K. I mean, 5K? That's a good question. Because, I mean, dude, like, I don't know, bro. I really don't know. Sumo ball is a good idea, and I'm kind of like attached to it in a way. So I don't know, bro. I have no idea. Maybe. Like, if it was that much, maybe. But not even like a couple, though. No. Not even like a couple, bro. I don't think so. Not these cash grab thought. 2,000. That's an easy bag. I think I wouldn't sell it. I would not sell it for 2,000. 2,000 is not enough to say goodbye to that project. Need to work on goated game, not these cash grab slops. What's a cash grab slop, bro? I put out this death stream game. That shit was ass. That shit got ass data. I didn't do a full campaign. I did a testing campaign. So like, for those of you who don't know, 20 to 30 credits a day for just a few days. A full campaign would be like around, I would consider 30 to 70 credits a day for minimum 7 days. That's what I would consider a full campaign. And I just didn't want to run the full campaign though. All that code doesn't look like slop to me. It looks like hard work. But yeah, the Deathstream game, like, that kind of, in my opinion, it flopped. I probably could still work on it and get it to do something, but I'm not interested. I just was not happy enough with the data that I got from the testing campaign that I did. I want better data, even if it's just a small campaign. So that's what this game is going to do. This game is going to be much better data. Yeah, but I wouldn't consider this a cash grab slot, dude. Like, come on, dude. Or just Smarty Dev Max and be what's Smarty Dev Max and become successful Roblox dev YouTuber? Hell no. I do not consider myself a content creator or a YouTuber, bro. I'm not interested in being that in the Roblox space. No, thank you. Hell nah. Like, I'm just honestly chilling. Like, dead ass. It's cool when fractals overlap. What do you mean by that? Super Bowl is not dubious whether or not the Grow Garden game, though. Is this guy putting, what is this in chat, bro? I'm so confused what this guy is doing. Preston the God in chat. Like, I'm so confused. What are these things? It's cool and fractals over that. Like, what is this guy talking about? Bro, it's India Scammer. It's no fucking idea what's going on, dude. I have no idea what's going on. What the fuck? Yeah, but like, what are you on, bro? Like, what are you talking about, Preston? Yo, that's actually crazy. What's the percentage of a small classic murder mystery type round game to succeed? What do you mean? Like, what's the chance of a small classic murder mystery type round game to succeed? You gotta figure out how you're gonna drive traffic to your game and then see. You figure it out. You gotta find out. Like, that's one thing I wish I would have done a lot sooner. And that's one thing I wish I would have done with Sumo Ball when I first, was working on it almost 2 years ago. Was I pushed it. I drove traffic. I never drove traffic to Sumo Ball. Like, all the visits are just from testing. It's all about the clip farming. I'm so fucking lost in the sauce right now, you guys. Do I even look tired? Hold on, let me look at my... I look wide fuck away. I look wide the fuck awake right now, you feel me? Search up the solo learn on Google. Y'all hopping on Sumo Ball. You really want to play Sumo Ball right now, Malachi? Did you, you already whooped Myth. I think you whooped me too the other day, bruh. I think you whooped me too the other day. It's goated, is it? Is it goated? It's not my fault, it's goated. I'll get back on. That's the website I was sending, but it was my project on it. Whew. Thanks, bro. I built those. I'm pretty proud of them. The next map I would do would be like a green wood type map, like a green forest or some shit with, like, regular wood, like green wood trees. I'll fuck it up. Dude, I don't know what's going on in the chat. I have no idea what this guy's talking about. Like, I have no idea what this guy's talking about in chat. I'm not gonna lie, dog. Nah, bro. I don't know what you're on, dude. I'm good. Like, dead ass. I don't know what is going on right now. Yeah, Discord's in the post. It's a link from my post in my channel. Hell yeah, egg. Hell yeah, bro. I should get off, bro. I'm fucking tired. Like I'm on another level of fucking tired right now, bro. Holy shit. How long do you sleep for? Dude, last night I slept for like 3 hours, dude. And I stayed up until almost 8 a.m. and went to bed and woke up at 11. Very, very weird. What are we looking at? Dude, I don't even know what we're looking at here. Like eggs or something? Okay. Wow. Okay. Like, how are they made? I don't get it. Is this what makes up our bodies or something? It's a living organism? That's crazy. Does it have feelings? What's going on? We're looking at Balanicia ventricosa, bro. Come on, dude. That's not the fuck that is, bro. Fuck. Get your head together, Alex. Jesus Christ, bro. I swear, Alex, you're just so, like, always lost, bro. You're always lost, bro. Looks like a creature egg. I don't know what the fuck is going on. Now you go lie. If the Back rims. Lock in, Alex. Hell yeah, bro. Lock in, bro. He said locked out. Locked out is crazy. It's actually funny. Bro, this music. I should listen to this all the time. It, it's putting me in a good mood, and it's making me fall asleep at the same time. All right. I'm just trying to think of what I should do next on this pet shit. UI is so basic. I'm gonna have to create pets. I'm gonna have to go through pet service and start doing that. I might do that tomorrow. I'm too tired to set all that up. Way too tired to set all that up. Yeah, I'm calling it quits for tonight, bro. On the coding. Can like barely see. Submitted. Hell yeah, bro. Is that your paper for school or what? Crazy. Can this random 11-foot worm join the stream? No. Ban that guy, bro. Jesus Christ. Oh. Ban those guys, bro. Ban. If any worms join the stream, ban them instantly. Ban all the worms. All the worms. If any worms, if any Valeria, wait, let me look at it. If any Valonia ventricosa join the stream, ban them. They're done. All right. But those aren't worms, so I don't know. Maybe not. Maybe don't ban the Valonias. Yeah, please have your eye out for these fucking worms, dog. They can't join the stream, bro. Yeah, eggs are fine. Eggs are fine. But worms, I don't know what the hell this second worm, this third picture you sent is. I don't know what the fuck is going on in that. What is this second pic you sent? What are these? This is what the link was. Oh, that's what the link was? Is that your project? Yeah, this thing looks crazy. It's like plated like euphoric plated intestine monster or some shit. Jesus. Oh, got you. Bit out the way topic, but what's the number one marketing tip? Number one marketing tip is provide value. Like if I could share one thing about marketing and nothing else, it would just be provide value. Because usually when you're providing value, you're always going to be successful in whatever value you're providing. So, fun fact, there were stars with more mass than small galaxies, and some seas grow up to 10 million solar masses. Yo, you guys remember 5 minutes ago when we thought Preston was a fucking Indian scammer? Now he's talking about 10 million solar masses, excluding swelling phase. These stars were called quasi-stars. Also, yo, suggest perhaps as live for the game. A CSS design for the game? Like, what do you mean? What game? What game? I just had a dope-ass idea, though. I just had a sick-ass idea, though, that might be super sick. You could create a game. What's this worm called? What's this 11-foot worm called? But if you had a game, if you had a grow game that, like, ended up looking like this worm, that would be lit. Like, if you had a grow game that looked like that worm, that'd be lit. What's the day of... Show the worm? I don't know if I want to, bro. The hero, Shihiro. Crazy. Crazy. Jesus Christ. I just noticed that. What the fuck is going on? You guys are still on Blade Ball, bro? Or not Blade Ball, but Sumo Ball? Alright, let me hop on Sumo real quick. I'll hop on Sumo real quick. And then I'm gonna get off. "57 wins, Malachi. What the hell? Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck! No! I almost had you, though. I actually almost had you, bro. No, what the? Oh, I'm not even pressing block. I'm not even pressing block right now. Do you guys like the diamonds? Oh, this might be bugged. This might be one of the bugs. This is a uncommon bug though. So there's two bugs with the actual ball itself. One is what you just saw, and the other is when it stops registering hits. And like I said earlier, I think I already noticed what the not registering hits was. Because I'm using a table. Oh, oh! There's no way. Get messed up. Get messed up, man. All right, this guy's actually cheating. This guy's actually cheating. You're cheating. You're hacking. You're hacking. You're actually hacking right now. You're actually hacking right now. Like you're actually cheating. Is it? Wait. Wait. Bro. Are you that good at this game? Like, am I actually that bad at this game? Do you use the ball cam or no? I don't really use it. It's not good. It's not polished. I never polished it. Like I put it in like at a basic level of it. That was like a basic version. Yeah, it just stops working. So that is a bug right now that we'd have to restart the server probably. Oh fuck. I wasn't even paying attention. That's how tired I am, bro. That's how tired I am. Yeah, that's the second bug. That's the second bug where it like stops registering hits. Which those are not hard fixes. Those really are not hard fixes. I rushed the code and I didn't put in those little defensive measures for those two situations. Is it to do with players leaving? No, I don't think so. No, 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 no. Yo, we're going at it right now. Holy crap, dude. Oh, fuck, dude. No way. No way. Yo, I see you. I see you, bro. You're timing. You're timing your dash. You're timing your dash, bro. That's crazy. Damn it. I tried dashing and doing shit and it fucked up. Got your ass. I'm on 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 your ass, bro. What is you doing? What is you doing? I'm on your ass. Literally, I'm on your ass. Literally, I'm on your. All right. All right. I was I not? It is to do with players leaving. It is to do with players leaving. Maybe. I don't know. I don't think so. Because I don't think I have anything like in that would make that fuck up. I really don't know though. Damn. Yeah, I would make like two more. I would make at least like 2 or 3 more maps. Just because it's, you know, just to make it like look cool. Like just have variety of maps and then I would fix the ball movement bugs, make the ball movement better from that, and then I would also add in the grappling hook, and then I would make the knockback a lot better. I just don't understand how you. This game leak and server. It's pinned. It's the pinned comment. It's the pinned comment. I don't understand how you keep whooping my ass, dude. Like every single time I'm like almost. I got you on the ropes. You. Like I'm just. Like, is it a skill issue? Or are you hacking? Come on, you're hacking. Come on, dude. You have an auto clicker, dude. Like, come on. Fucking Jesus, dude. Yo, Poneware can't even survive, dude. He's like out, bro. Oh. I've messed up on my timing. There is, so how the game works is like you can't necessarily spam. You can get away with spamming if you're at a certain distance. So like, but if you're not at a certain distance, then you can't spam. So yeah. Fuck. Alright, whatever. Oh shit. What the fuck? That was kind of like that was like latency or some shit, I don't know. Chill. He wants to give you this work, bro. He wants to give you this work, dude. Come on, man. Come get this work. I'm about to get off, guys. I'm like super fucking tired. I gotta go to bed. Another W stream, bro. Oh. They locked in. They locked in. Have a good night, everybody. Thanks, bro. Have a good night too, man. Gotta turn this off. Peace out, guys. I'll see you guys on the next one, alright? W chat. Have a good night. Have a good night, Malachi. See you, bro.